In the previous part, we tell you that the John went to his uncle's house to spend winter vacation. During the winter vacation, John was very happy. It was the happiest time of his young life. For the first time, he felt free from the busy and tiring routine of school, homework, and the noisy streets of the city. His parents had sent him to his uncle's house in a small village, hoping that the fresh air and peaceful environment would be good for him. At that time, no one knew that this vacation would become the most memorable chapter of John's life. John lived in the United States with his parents in a poor neighborhood. His family did not have much money, but they were rich in love. Still, life in the city was difficult. Small houses, crowded streets, loud traffic, and long working hours made daily life stressful. John often felt bored and lonely. He dreamed of open fields, fresh air, and a simple life where he could run freely without any fear. When John arrived at his Uncle Peter's village, everything felt new and magical. Uncle Peter welcomed him with open arms. He was a kind, hard-working man who loved the village deeply. The village was surrounded by green fields, tall trees, and clear blue skies. Birds sang every morning, and the wind carried the sweet smell of soil and crops. From the very first day, John felt a strange peace in his heart. Every morning, John woke up early to the sound of roosters. He would run outside barefoot, feeling the cool earth under his feet. He helped his uncle in the fields, learning how to plant seeds, water crops, and care for animals. Though the work was tiring, it made John feel proud and strong. He learned the value of hard work and patience. John also made many friends in the village. The village children welcomed him warmly. They played games together in the open fields, running races, hide and seek, kite flying, and football. There were no mobile phones or video games, yet John had never been happier. Laughter filled the air every day. One of John's favorite activities was horse riding. His uncle taught him how to ride carefully and responsibly. At first, John was scared, but slowly he gained confidence. Riding through the fields while the sun rose in the sky made him feel like he was flying. These moments filled his heart with joy and freedom. In the evenings, John and his friends sat near the river, watching the sunset. The sky changed colors, orange, pink, and purple, creating a beautiful painting. Uncle Peter often told stories about his childhood, village traditions, and life lessons. John listened carefully, learning more from those stories than he ever learned in school. One special project made the vacation even more memorable. John and his friends built a small tree house near the fields. They used old wood, ropes, and their creativity. It took many days, but finally the tree house was complete. It became their secret place where they shared dreams, laughed, and promised to stay friends forever. Days passed quickly. Summer felt endless, but time never stops. Slowly, the air changed. The nights became cooler and the leaves started falling. Winter vacation was ending, and the time had arrived for John to go back to his home in the city. The thought of leaving the village filled John's heart with sadness. He did not want to go back. The village had become his home, and Uncle Peter had become like a second father to him. The peaceful life, kind people, and unforgettable memories were too precious to leave behind. John tried to hide his feelings, but his eyes told the truth. Uncle Peter noticed the sadness in John's face. He knew this day would be painful for both of them. The villagers felt upset too. John was not just a guest anymore, he was part of their family. The final day arrived. The sun rose quietly, as if it also felt the sadness. John packed his small bag slowly, touching every object as if saying goodbye. He walked through the fields one last time, remembering the laughter, games, and hard work. Tears filled his eyes. When it was time to leave, John could not control his emotions. He started crying loudly, holding Uncle Peter tightly. His small hands trembled, and his heart felt heavy. Uncle Peter's eyes were also full of tears, but he tried to stay strong. "My dear John," Uncle Peter said softly, "this village will always be your home. You may go far, but these memories will stay with you forever." The village friends gathered to say goodbye. Some children cried, others stayed silent, unable to speak. The tree house stood quietly in the distance, a symbol of their friendship and shared dreams. As John walked towards the bus, he turned back again and again, not wanting to forget a single moment. The bus started moving slowly. Through the window, John waved his hand while tears rolled down his cheeks. Uncle Peter stood there, waving back, his heart full of love and pain. The journey back to the city felt long and empty. John looked out the window, but his mind was still in the village. Every tree, every field, and every smile replayed in his memory. Though his body was returning home, his heart stayed behind. When John reached his city home, everything felt different. The noise, the buildings, and the busy life felt strange and uncomfortable. But John was not the same child anymore. The village had changed him. He was stronger, kinder, and wiser. At night, John looked at the stars from his window and whispered, "I will never forget you." He knew that one day he would return to the village, not just as a visitor, but as someone who truly belonged there. The pain of leaving was deep, but the memories were beautiful. John learned that some places stay in our hearts no matter how far we go. And for John, the village, Uncle Peter, and those unforgettable days would always be a part of his soul. If you like this story, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for new updates. Thanks for watching.